Today we're excited to have Daniel Kamau, the CEO at Fusion Capital Ltd East Africa region. With over 11 years experience at Fusion, Daniel has played a vital role in the company's growth, particularly in the real estate division, with leadership that has led to significant real estate commitments totaling to over $200 million across the East African region, successfully guiding investments into real estate development, office spaces, and housing. With his impressive background and qualifications, Daniel makes for a valuable guest on our show.
Hey, Peter. Very well, sir. Karibu sana. Karibu sana. Make yourself comfortable.
You?
Yeah.
Yes, we can pick up.
Asante sana, karibuni.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Daniel,
Yes.
I know you, but our viewers need to get to know you a bit more.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Very good. So my name is Daniel Kamau. I'm the team leader at Fusion Capital, and I've been around for a long time. So, from 2006, I was employee number 001, and I've risen through the ranks to become the team leader today, and now part and parcel of Fusion Capital. So I've been here for some time. So Fusion Capital, as I said, started out in 2006. Then we were focused on microfinance. So we were just doing basic lending. And at that point, we were targeting what we call the missing middle. So people who could not be funded by the commercial banks, but were too big to be funded by the microfinance institutions. And then we defined it as missing middle. And our strategy then was to grow them up in what we then called up the mountain model. And the idea was to pick up these businesses from, very small operations, not very well organized, and we'll structure them, get involved and grow them up. And so or scale them up. And then we started doing micro equity. And we started taking positions in some of the businesses that are doing well. So we'll take positions, equity positions. We'll sit in the board, we'll control the accounting, we'll ensure there's proper corporate governance. And the idea again was to scale them up to a point where we'll be able to list them. And we did that for quite a number of businesses, and some of those brands are out there and growing and doing very well. As it is in private equity, not all of them survive. So some may have gone under, but that's the nature of private equity. So some do very well. Some don't do very well, but we're very proud of that history. And then in 2010, we dived into real estate. So we went into proper property. And I think the idea then was most of our investors wanted to scale quite quickly. And we realized there was actually a need in the real estate space. So the businesses that are scaling up wanted to have proper offices. They wanted homes to live in. And so we went into property, and for 13 years now, 14 this year, I would say 90% of our investments are in real estate across East Africa. So that's Kenya, Uganda, and Rwanda. And, we've done across the various sectors in real estate. So be it in retail, be it in commercial, office, all manner of housing, so all manner of real estate. I think for Fusion Capital, we put our own money in these businesses. So, we have skin in the game. So it's not just raising money from the buyers or So before we take any property to the market, we'll have sunk in huge, significant amount of our investors' money and our own money. And that makes a very big difference when it comes to how you run real estate. We're properly involved in real estate, so we'll get involved in basically the concept stage. Before we acquire the land, we are involved in ensuring we get it at the right price. We design it to, deliver the returns that our investors are chasing, and then we get to control the development phase, so the construction phase. So we'll be in all the site meetings, we'll be involved in valuations and all that. And then at the point of exit, again, we are fully involved. So I would say the fact that our money are in these businesses, then we'll get fully involved in ensuring that value is extracted from whatever it is that we put our money. There are quite many. Where we're seated today, 4th Avenue Towers, we were the main cash investor. Of course, we partnered with a landowner who had owned this piece of land for some time. We came in, we put in the equity. We had consultants who put in the consultancy and a contractor, and that became the SPV that actually developed this property. So fully involved from, construction stage to exit. Now, we've partially exited the development, but we've been left holding some of the spaces. So 4th Avenue is one of them. Flamingo Towers, next to the British High Commission, is an 18-floor development to grade B quality, so an equally decent development. Yes, you should have a look at that development. Recently, we were involved in a major development in Meru County, and we delivered Greenwood City. It's a retail development, doing very well now. I think in the regions of 80% occupancy. It's beautiful. It's one of those developments that will stand anywhere in the world. So in terms of how it was executed and delivered, and you have all the proper brands in that mall. In Rwanda, you have Kigali Heights, opposite the convention center. So it's a proper grade A development. Again, beautifully executed, 75% office, 25% retail. You have all the brands, local and international. So again, one of the developments that we're very proud of. In Uganda, we have Goldmark Apartments. So again, around Bukoto area. In Nakuru, we have Monty Apartments. We were involved in Graceland at the river. So those are just some of the few developments that we have done. We have done several land projects. In Kikuyu area, we did Alpha Meadows, we did Zahara Gardens, we did Brook Hill, and we will soon be launching Salma Garden, which is again a gated community concept, and that's being delivered by one of our new entities called Fusion Estates, which acquires master plans and offloads to the public. And that's just because we believe that home ownership is a journey that starts with acquiring a piece of land and delivering the rest or developing over a period of time. We're involved in other projects like Thika Royal or Galaxy Gardens, so quite a number of projects across East Africa. In addition to all these developments, so we have our new entity called Fusion Estates that's involved in acquiring, master planning and selling land, putting infrastructure and selling of land. And it's delivered a couple of projects in the last 1 year. So it delivered Salma Gardens in Kikuyu area. It delivered Zahara Gardens. It's recently delivered Brook Hill Gardens. And on 6th of April, we'll be launching our newest project, which is Salma Gardens. Again, it's a gated community. We have master planned it. Currently, infrastructure is ongoing. And the intention is to offload this to land investors or potential homeowners. And the idea is to sell this at below 1 million Kenya shillings. And as I've said before, home ownership is a journey that begins with acquisition of land. Then, you construct over a period of time. And I can't think of any other area where you can get land at below 1 million shillings. So Salma Garden will be that project. And you're welcome to be part of that project. Asante, thank you very much for coming. Appreciate it. Asante sana.
Invigorating conversation with Daniel right over there. Very confident about what Fusion Capital Group is going to be doing in the market. Now we're going to take a short commercial break. When we're back, we've got an interior designer who's going to tell you all you need to know about sprucing up your space. Stay tuned.